Tiny's been doing his thing.
Facts. Shout out to Tiny once again. Welcome back to the Gentleman's Club Pod.
Segment 2
of episode 7. Now we had got into talking about if marriage might still be the goal for guys and men nowadays, and we got way off track. We're not sure. I think it's like half and half. Would you agree that it's probably half and half of encounters or people that we've talked to? I know my jaded ass ain't looking for it at this given point in time.
I feel like I can't even say that. A lot of women look for it because there are women that don't.
Yeah.
Segue? There are women who do not.
Yo, okay, all right. Yeah, so this was my topic, and I brought this up. Ladies, this is actually going to be a question that we're going to want you guys to respond back to. We're going to try to make a segment for this. Leave something in the comments. Why is it that when you have that one single friend who's been single for a long ass time, it's like you guys force her back into getting back into the game and starting to date again? Like I've seen it happen where the girlfriends will make a Tinder profile and say, "No, you need to get back out there."
Oh, that is how I met my girl. Her cousins forced her to make a Tinder page.
Wow. Really?
I swear to God. I
Real
swear to God.
Situation right here.
That's crazy. Maybe it has a high success rate.
No, she deleted her Tinder page after we matched. I had to go find her.
Wait, huh?
Yes.
No, get into this.
Damn, she swiped his ass.
Hold on. No, let me. So you're swiping one night, right? All right. Which one is a go and which one is a no? Is it left for a go or it's right
for the go,
right for the
no.
go, left for the no? So you're
Yep.
swiping
Don't
right.
ask me why I know that.
You're swiping right on fucking
Look,
everything.
we can be honest here. A few of us have used Tinder.
So you're swiping right on everything, going crazy.
Whoa,
right?
whoa. You are not.
This is early in the episode too.
You are not about to
hear that.
You are not about
Zach's
to paint
going
me
crazy.
as some kind of a madman. No.
Right. So after a night of 0 matches, he swipes right one last time, gets a match, and then immediately she deletes her Tinder profile.
Not immediately, like within a couple of days.
So okay, you guys matched. Did you guys have conversation? You shot your shot. So
No, we didn't.
You looking for marriage? Is that
So you want to
your
be in
opener?
love? You want to have a kid in like 6 months?
Right to 100.
We can name him Jaden.
Hey.
I got it all figured out.
So we matched, and I didn't message her. I didn't message her because I was. There's a telemarketer calling me.
shout out to the telemarketer,
Awesome.
right?
Hey, we could bring the telemarketer into the
Nah.
podcast.
I can't lie. That shit is always funny when
That would be funny.
Yeah, it would.
But we matched. I didn't message her because when we matched, I was
Swiping right.
I was on Tinder, and I probably shouldn't have been. So when we matched, it was one of those things. I'm gonna get back to that later, and
Because of the space that you might have been in?
yeah,
You trying to be more responsible?
kind of.
All right, look at that. Gentleman's Club Pod. That's
So-
what the title of that.
So I studied her profile pretty well, and before
Being the
I
cerebral
followed
man
her,
that you are?
Well, she had her IG and she had her Snapchat on there. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna follow you real quick.
Yeah, that's
So
usually best.
I followed.
He's sending them DMs.
Yes,
So,
sir.
both of y'all. So I followed her on both, and I went about my business, and then I went back to Twitter to message her, and we weren't matched anymore. Like, it was gone. I was like, okay. So then I was kind of like, I was taken aback, and I was like, oh, wait, did she like unmatch me or something? Damn,
Right.
Did I have some fucked up shit in my
Right?
profile?
You got to go
I
through the
wasn't-
pictures and make sure the fits were right. Yo, which one was it?
Hey, when you go on a no match streak,
Yeah,
you double check your profile.
You do. You go back over. He's just like, man, let me upload this one. Then maybe this will bring him.
Nah,
up.
this one to get him.
Yeah,
this one to
for
get
real,
him.
for
So, so we're friends on Instagram and Snapchat for
Okay.
for a few weeks.
Okay.
And finally, like
Watching
she
her
was,
shit?
Not
He was
consistently, but
stalking
yes.
it.
See it?
Nah.
He had the notifications.
Hey, wait.
Post notifications.
This is when I was. Wait,
Oh,
hey,
shit.
This is when I was out living. I was okay.
Okay, all right,
But-
cool.
I wasn't on her shit like crazy, but one day, like, she posted on her story, like she was just at the crib watching TV or some shit.
Right.
And I just so happened to watch it, like, right after she had posted.
Okay.
So I was like,
Convenient.
she ain't doing nothing.
Might as well
I
shoot.
ain't doing nothing.
Might as well shoot that shot.
It's time to slide.
What was the first thing that you said to her? Do you remember?
I do not remember, but I do remember her response.
What was her response?
I've been wondering when you were going to message me.
We got to get into that shit too, ladies. And then we're
She is
you know
like
what?
the female Drake.
Yeah,
That's a lie.
yeah. We got to say that for another pod. I want to get into that when women make their point. When they lock in on you and then they wait for you to shoot your shot. We got to revisit that at some
Oh, when
point.
they like
Oh,
pictures.
it's some of them. You be blindfolded shooting a shot and they moving the basket around.
Yeah,
make
like, oh,
you
no,
make
here you
it.
go.
Like, nope, I got you. Don't worry, baby. You ain't gonna miss this one.
That's funny. But seriously though, ladies, get back to us on why you guys do that, and give me an idea of how that success rate goes. Like, I want to. We might need to bring another female on the pod at some point.
We're gonna do a dial in because I gotta get a female's advice on the streets.
The streets.
Yeah.
All right, we'll set that up for the next topic. The streets.
So when I built the studio, I did not have guests in mind. In case you guys haven't noticed,
Well, I was thinking that
I will work on this personally.
Well, we can
was my
rotate
You
it.
thought.
know what? We could get a round table, and we could be the round table talk.
Hell no. Fuck that.
Looking at us.
I'm kidding. I'm not feeling that either.
Yeah,
I'm
just throw
kidding.
some random crickets in there.
I'm kidding.
I keep forgetting I have this.
Yeah.
Come on, Zach.
It'll come.
wait.
It'll come
I
with
need
time. It'll come with time, man.
Yeah.
It'll come with time.
One more time.
Yeah, fuck out. All right. Have a blast, man. Have a blast. What else do we got on this list, man? Go ahead. Okay, so back off of the relationship thing. Long distance relationships. Well, my eyes are gonna look at you, sir, because you already knew where this is gonna go. You've been a fucking traveling man. Nigga done caught 166 flights in a month. You might as well.
I wasn't home a single week.
72.
Fam,
Road
I remember.
trips.
I was like, "Hey, you gonna be in town this week?" Like that was the opening conversation. I couldn't even really ask you how you're doing because it's like I'd try to hit you up to see if we can link to talk about how things were going. But it's like, you gonna be in town this week? It's like,
The answer was always no.
yeah, for real. He's like, I'll be back Friday, but I'm only here for 48 hours, so I got to leave shortly after that. It's like, all right, man, I'll see you next month.
So long distance relationships.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry to cut you off.
Please do.
But in today's age, and this is pre-COVID, is long distance.
Everything's a long distance relationship if you don't live together now.
Yeah, true. But that's what I'm saying. I would consider long distance anything that's over 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours.
Fair.
Because even though I know there's a lot of people out there that made it seem like 2 or 3 hours is not a big deal, or that's not a big distance. But
My first girlfriend lived an hour away, and I thought that was a long distance relationship. In hindsight, no, it wasn't.
You're right. Okay. All right. So let's say that the range is 2 to 3 hours. Let's say an hour and a half.
No, let's go to the 2 to 3 hours.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair. Give me your perspective on it.
It sucks.
I'm going to give you my jaded ass perspective on it.
You like it?
I might agree with you, but okay, let's hear it.
I don't see it going well. Not in today's age when you can fucking pick a human and swipe right all night.
So there's that. It's almost impossible for you to not have some kind of jealous doubt,
Yeah.
thought of infidelity,
1000%.
because it's like, all right, I'm out on my own on a Friday night, and
That I feel like that temptation hits every single person.
So how about this? How do you guys feel that social media ruins or betters relationships?
Rarely does social media better a relationship. Most of the time, it does make a relationship worse because you've got so many people adding in their judgments and their comments and their concerns and their thoughts to your relationship that, in all honesty, is between you and your partner.
Yeah.
And that doesn't matter if it's a long distance, a short distance relationship, no matter what.
Yeah.
But the more people, this is relationships, period. The more people that have access to talk about your relationship, the more chatter. Like, it's just going to get into your head eventually.
Yeah.
You're going to think about it. It's like, damn, man, like, she live all the way down there. You trust her?
You know, for me,
And you did.
Yeah. He's like, well, yeah, everything was cool, nigga, until you said something. The fuck you
you
mean?
said something,
Yeah, you fucked
and then
up
I had to
shit.
go look on her.
And it never fails.
Story.
It's like, well, I'm gonna call her right now to see what, just to talk to her real quick. And you
She in
call
the club?
her. No, she don't answer. It's like, wait.
Oh,
Yeah. So I feel like those small little things, especially if you're busy, the long distance thing. And
Wait, since I'm putting myself out there, has either one of you guys been in a long distance relationship?
I can't say that I have, sir.
Okay.
Couldn't even dream of it.
I deaded a relationship because it was long distance.
Really?
It turned long distance.
What happened? Was it a job change?
She moved down there with the city girl, so
She chose to leave.
She said, my job is, we got this opening and I got to take it. Was it one of those conversations?
she needed to get away from family.
She needed to get away from family.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty then.
I can't do long distance because my what's that sign called? Love language.
Your love
It's
language?
Quality time.
Quality time. So
And FaceTime is not
That'd be
quality time.
a motherfucker when you're in a long distance. Like,
yeah,
I need to talk to you.
yeah,
it's like, all right,
that's rough.
I'm driving down there every weekend now.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot.
That's a lot of money.
I see a lot of people that
Sunken cost.
it's
And she cheating on you on Monday
Just
through
off-
Thursday anyway.
just off of what I've experienced. I've seen that the more that people are trying to hold on to the long distance relationships, it falls apart eventually.
Interest.
It's usually a lot of guys going down to visit the girls.
Interest changes.
So that was kind of one of my issues. It was like, fam, this drive is long.
Yeah,
You don't understand this, that I'm commuting.
that's yeah. I honestly, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm sure that there's a million of you guys out there who made that shit work, and that's great, and I'm happy for you. But me personally, I just don't see it working.
The percentages are really low of it working. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I even heard like of a story where this guy was like doing all these things for like his girl and her friends.
Or
and
you see
everything
fucking
like that.
TikTok videos. They made TikTok videos about how the fucking guy travels and does everything for the girl, and then fucking she's cheating on him.
No, he cheated on her.
Oh, word? Oh, damn. Yikes. The reverse. Wasn't expecting that.
like, well,
That's rough. That's
had to
rough.
deal with my obligations, and then
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think as times go forward, that's going to be even more difficult to do. I feel like people require.
do you think dating sites ruin the opportunities for that to be successful?
Yeah. Not even just that. Fucking just Instagram.
Honestly,
social media as a whole.
when
Yeah.
when I cross that threshold of a relationship, my Instagram is going to completely change.
You're gonna make some adjustments on how you operate.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I feel like my Instagram right now is that of a single man, and I think that in order to be in a relationship that is healthy for me, that I need to change.
You would have to change that.
my audience and what I.
Be careful if you go on a delete spree, you end up in Instagram jail like me.
What the fuck is that?
You can't like a post, you can't comment on a post, you can't post anything. Minus on your story, you can post on your story.
If you delete too many people in one setting,
Really?
yeah.
Uh-huh. Well,
It's usually about like
it was
100
about
people.
It was about 3 settings. 3 settings, 3 days, 3 consecutive days, and then all of a sudden Instagram said, "Oh, you allowed somebody else to have your account." So no,
Spam.
I am trying to delete this shit.
Right.
Spam.
So you have to do it gradually and whatnot.
Yeah, you got to do it gradually. It's like, all right, how do people just do clean slate?
Right. Yeah,
Because
New
that's
Instagram.
honestly that's
New Instagram page.
I'm not doing a new Instagram page. That's what I really want to do. Is like
Yeah.
I really only want to follow probably about 100 people,
That honestly, like that's what my Instagram is
and
gonna
it's
look like.
probably less than that.
And I think it's just because I don't care what you guys are.
No,
I just
No
mute, I
offense,
mute a
but
lot
like-
of motherfuckers though. Like, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could mute. Mute is a good
Fam,
idea.
I use the mute button on everything, on every social media platform there is. I
have
mute the shit out of everything.
I have actually thought about using the mute button today for the first time. I've never intentionally muted anybody.
Fam,
but
I've
today
added.
was the first time.
Fam, I add somebody and then mute them. There's people that add me. I mute them immediately because I already know what they shit on. Just off top.
Why do you add them then?
Fam, we got shit to promote, nigga.
Building
Speaking
the
of,
brand.
hey, follow the Gentleman's Club podcast on Instagram.
Please do.
Absolutely,
What is it?
absolutely.
Official page. What's the official page name?
Zachary would know that.
Come on now.
He gotta look it up.
He's got it ready.
Gentlemen,
It is-
the Gentlemen's Club
It
Pod.
is no. It is Gentlemen's Club Pod
With
That
an
is-
S?
Yes, with an S. Men's with an S.
All right, for
Gentlemen's
MENS.
MENS Club Pod. That is the Instagram.
Word.
Now,
I said it right.
That's fair.
Okay.
Okay.
Why y'all dissing me?
Now, I also need you guys to go and follow the YouTube channel because that matters to me a lot, and that is simply Gentlemen's Club.
Okay.
Okay.
Copy that.
So,
Crickets. So in closing, long-term relationships, long-distance relationships.
Don't work.
I won't say that. I say that the success rate is a lot lower than it's ever been.
that number keeps dwindling because, like I said, there's too many other options. It's
Facts.
too easy to find the other options. Like in the 80s and 90s, it was probably really easy to be faithful to a long distance relationship because you didn't have Facebook, you didn't have, all these social media sites, you didn't have Tinder, you didn't have Bumble, you didn't have all this shit where it was like, I can go find another girl
In
in
about 2
my
seconds.
phone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Give
literally-
me 15 minutes. I got somebody to meet me at the bar down the street.
Yeah. That's
Which
what
is
else
ridiculous. And I think that as I get older, I'm probably going to have a flip phone. I'm probably going to disconnect from social media and live my happy ass life. I'll probably have a family page.
That's weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't like family pages on Facebook.
Here's the thing.
Because it's only going to be like me, my kids, and my wife. Like, honestly.
it's weird, but at the same time, I realize that there's elderly parents, there is family in other countries and in other, but it's like, fam, you can just send that shit straight to them. You get what I'm saying?
Everybody's mobile situation is not. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like there's certain people I have to send emails with my son.
Really? Mm-hmm. All right. See, that's what I'm saying. It becomes too much of a hassle. So
And uploading a picture on Facebook is way easier than sending an email.
1,000%. Okay, you're right. That makes sense. And I think I came to that point and was just like, you know what? It's probably a whole lot easier to do it like this, but I don't think I'll ever participate in that.
Just set your page to private, leave it be.
True. That makes sense.
Like you can control who sees your social medias.
Oh, trust me,
Absolutely.
brother. I know.
Absolutely.
All right, what's next? Because I know what we're finishing this third segment with. Or
Okay.
are we? Maybe
Wait.
we're not.
I think we
I
get.
think we can get it in here. Let's go.
How much time we got?
We got 12. We got 11.
Yeah, we got time. Because I only want you to play about like 30 minutes of that video.
30 minutes?
30
Oh, shit.
seconds, I think that's what you're trying
Oh,
to say.
bless you. God bless you, my brother.
I had to sneeze. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
30 seconds.
30 seconds?
Yep. So, guys, this is a video of a young lady talking about the streets.
Okay.
If you're broke when I meet you, you don't stand a chance. Because
What's broke to you?
Let's get a little
What
value.
is defined
A
broke?
little value.
you
Start that over one more time. I
less than
want
double
y'all to
what I
hear what she said.
If you're broke when I meet you, you don't stand a chance. Because
What's broke to you? What is defined broke?
you make less than double what I make.
Are we stop?
I had to stop it right there.
That is exactly where
I had to stop it right there.
that is all I wanted to capture.
Okay.
If you're broke when I meet you, you don't stand a chance. If you don't make double of what I make, you're broke.
Damn. Don't get me wrong. That sets the bar really high. Now, I had mixed feelings on it. Initially, as a broke man myself, I wanted to be offended. But I wanted to be offended. But at the same time, I do realize that once you get up into a certain tax bracket, that how your life moves is out of reach for somebody else. So eventually them even trying to spend time with you or even kicking with you, you're way out of their league, and you might end up having to bend over to help them keep up with your lifestyle.
But my take on that is, what does that have to do with love?
Not a goddamn thing.
Facts. And that is
What, like, people can bring qualities to the table that are greater than anything they can do financially for you. If they support you emotionally, mentally, spiritually.
And to be real with you, I agree with you, and I've always liked to be in that realm.
And they have the mentality of, listen, I'm still a hard worker. I'm still a hustler, a grinder. I'm still getting to it. And they have the same mentality as you.
Right.
And maybe their paycheck just may say $12 an hour, and I flip fries.
Facts. And don't get me wrong, I feel like you find a lot more genuine people in that space. But I'm sure that a lot of times that situation has gone wrong, especially when guys and or women are broke. When they're not necessarily in the same tax bracket as you. Like,
so she was talking about like being finessed by a guy who made less than her, and she's
extremely jaded.
She was
1,000%.
hurt.
Yeah, you can tell.
Incredibly jaded.
You could tell, and that sucks. And
I would have liked to dive into her psyche and as where she stood as far as that past relationship that hurt her.
yeah, I can't lie. If you're a psychologist, or
Going to her relationships.
Relationships, because she's dealt with multiple men like that. So now she wants
do-
the millionaire man that's going to treat her like shit.
True, especially because all right, yeah. Let's get to that part.
Do we want to? Yeah, let's
because there was more into that clip.
Okay.
It's not a shit ton,
Okay.
but you should be making double what I make. That being said, it's because I've held broke men down. I've been played by broke men.
Okay.
And personally, it doesn't pay off.
So she prefaced why she feels that way.
And it is what it is. It's not hard to find someone who makes twice what I make. I personally attract people who make.
Stop it there.
I want to know how much she makes.
That's a good
It's
question.
not hard to find people that make double what she. All right, so maybe she is only making about.
I agree with her though.
60, 75.
I agree with her though.
Is she making 30?
I think she makes.
She looked like she.
All right, no, don't get me wrong. If we find out,
Don't do that.
If we find out,
She was a beautiful lady,
But to
like,
be honest with you, she talked like she make more than she talked like she make
she
more than
talked
200.
big talk. Yeah,
She
she
talked
talked
like
big
she make
talk.
more than 200.
She talked like she was coming in there six figs.
Good for her.
But at the same time, when you agree that people who are making more money, you genuinely gravitate towards places with other people who make more money.
Which means that she wasn't making that type of money, and that's why
You want to be included in rooms with people that do make a significant amount of money. Absolutely. Because all you can do is feed off of that. But at the same time, you have to balance it out because there's a lot of people that make large amounts of money that lose a grip on reality and their lives aren't really realistic.
And yeah, you gravitate.
And then you realize y'all motherfuckers are boring.
Yeah. And that's what
all they talk about is the last thing they bought.
And that's what I was going to get to. Is just like I feel like there's definitely a personality change when that happens with some people, not all.
When it comes too fast.
True, but it's like they're.
The money always comes too fast when you're not ready for it.
But what they think
Sometimes.
about and or talk about might be different. Whereas somebody who's on the regular level that's still on the ground, I feel like we are going to be more in touch with the things that genuinely matter because money isn't necessarily the forefront.
But what if you were somebody that didn't necessarily make or have that amount of money, but you could have that kind of conversation? Because you have that kind of knowledge.
True.
And I think that that's where she's discounting a lot of people, is that she's basing this off
She's
of sole
she's
financial.
discounting a lot of things,
But she's also-
discounting a man's ability to hustle and the come up, because she's saying that she's not willing to grow with a man that doesn't have anything that's going to become something. She only wants to be there once you've already achieved all the goals. Well, if that's the only point in time in my life where you're willing to deal with me, then if I ever stutter, if I ever fall off, then I already know you're not going to be there. So if I know you're not going to be there, if I ever slip, I don't want you here when I'm succeeding.
And that's what exactly
Okay.
she said. She said, I don't want a man that makes as much as me, because if he falls off, I have to support him.
Exactly. But here's the thing.
But it's regardless. It's okay. I make double what you make. Great. Woohoo. Awesome for me. But you know what? If I ever dip behind that double, you look at me different.
Or what if I do lose my job? You can't support anything here.
That's true. That's true. No, but
If we're a team,
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, guess what? All the shit I bought you, we're selling that shit.
we selling all.
okay,
going back.
but I
That
got
car,
I got a question. And
that bag,
I'm
that
gonna
Birkin
try
bag.
to. I'm gonna try to be supportive of her thought process. If you have worked yourself into that position, and maybe you don't want to go through that again. Maybe you want to eliminate the risk of having to take that step back. And only reason why I'm saying that is because a lot of times when people have money, they use that money to expedite things. Like,
Absolutely.
We're gonna
Absolutely.
we're gonna speed this process up. Like, I don't want to have to struggle with you to this point. I'd rather just enjoy, because a lot of times when people get to the best part of their lives, when they're making their best money, and you have the opportunity. Money is usually a reason that stops a lot of people from becoming their best selves.
But
'Cause there's
if
opportunity.
you're going to put yourself in that situation, and that's going to be the scenario that you paint, then you can't be surprised when it doesn't last long.
True, but then that even gets to the point and I don't know if we're going to cover that in that part of the video, but where she talks about if, all right, go ahead, cue me up.
No. We got 3 minutes. You're good.
Okay, cool. But when she talks about how she would rather be the side chick to a rich dude,
It's fucking wild.
but money is everything nowadays. And a lot of women aren't looking for love; they're looking for money, because money it's the key to
They're
everything.
looking for status.
True.
Women want that recognition, and
True.
I feel like that recognition for them comes from financial means.
True. So
at least certain women. I will not.
Yeah,
I will not put all of them.
I can't let you.
Is she still
Because
a bird?
there
Is she still
are-
a bird? Like, she's not like a pigeon.
Bird?
Yeah, she's not a
Absolutely,
pigeon,
she's a
but
fucking bird.
but she's like she wouldn't be a hawk or something, because she's like a little.
She's
No,
a-
no,
she
she's a
made-
pigeon. I don't care.
She's a pigeon.
That's a very common bird. Are we gonna make her a common bird, or are we gonna make her like a bald eagle?
Nah, she's definitely not.
Hell no, she ain't a bald eagle.
That's what I said. Maybe she's a hog, man. She's like
She's
a
a
she's a
goose.
She's a turkey.
She's a hawk.
She's a turkey hawk.
She's a hawk.
A turkey
Because
hawk.
Hawks are scavengers.
That's a situation that when I was single, those are the situations I feared.
That's true.
Oh, you come across
those,
them too.
Those are the women. Those are the women when I was dating. Like, as soon as you come across, it's like, oh. And then it's like you said, I'm lying about what I do for a living.
Okay, yeah, we talked about
Absolutely.
that before. All right.
I'm rarely honest. Like, there's a very small number of people that know how much money I make.
Okay, that's fair. And I think that's how it should be. I feel like only your close people should know that.
I don't like until, and as far as like a relationship goes, I only care about how much money you make once we're in a relationship, because I want to know, okay, what are we going to be able to do once we combine this? I don't really care about it for anything else. Are you able to pay your own bills without me here? Awesome, cool.
Right.
So let's figure out what happens when we combine this. What are we able to afford, or et cetera, et cetera. Unfortunately, I do have to close this section up because we got about 30 seconds.
Songus.
Go ahead, yeah,
So,
go ahead and intro us out, man. We'll be right back shortly.
God fucking damn it! See,
We might
You
need
need
to
the cue button.
we might need to add
gonna-
another, we might need to add another person to this.
You know what? It's going on. It's going on the board. It's going on the board tomorrow.
Segment 2, Gentlemen's Club.
We'll be back.